Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV, and look at this for a backdrop. I'm just going to walk away from it. Take it all in. Take it all in. Can't tell me this isn't the best city in the world, like, absolutely unbelievable. You'd think I was in Miami with this weather, this Sunday afternoon, sunny Sunday. I thought it'd bring you a transfer update. It's not a good one so far, unfortunately. It's on the back of what Eddie Howe said at his press conference over the weekend, and again yesterday after the game on NUFC TV. He was asked about transfers. Now, the other day, he said to Keith Downey, when Keith Downey asked, are we any closer to signing players? He said, I'd love to say yes, but I'm sorry to say no. It's no secret that I'm desperate to bring in a couple of players, and that's no, there's no discredit to the players that are already here. He loves the group of players that are here, but he does want to strengthen in one or two areas, but unfortunately, they're no closer as it stands to bringing in new players. He says he's not anxious. He says he's not anxious, but he's not relaxed. So it doesn't really make sense, Harry. Which one are you? In between, somewhere in the middle, obviously. But he says that he's hopeful that something's going to happen in the next week or so. He has said that he thinks things could change in the next week or so. Now that's looking likely to change with the introduction of Gonazalo Ramos. Gonazalo Ramos from Benfica, the young striker, is heavily linked with a move to Newcastle. A £25 million bid is incoming, according to various reports. Now, the young 22-year-old Portuguese striker at Benfica, who had a good breakthrough season last year especially, and then he scored against us in the pre-season friendly last month. He scored against Midtjylland in the Champions League qualifier last week, a hat-trick. I think he scored against Liverpool as well last season, so he is a very decent player. He's a sought-after player. Do a bit of research on him. Still haven't seen enough of him to really give a good judgment of him, but he does look like a good striker. He does look like he's got an eye for goal, that he can do a job up front, that he can compete for Wilson, that he can grow into his role. Eddie Howe can hopefully materialise his potential, and it's obviously it's a main one for the future, but it's a one for now as well, where he can play on the wing, play up front, replace Wilson, come in for Wilson when he's injured, give competition for Wilson, give him that kick up the arse, an extra option off the bench. Obviously we've got 5 subs to use this season, so it's important that we do have that option off the bench as well, because we didn't on the weekend. I mean, yesterday that bench was pretty awful, wasn't it? Let's be honest. We brought on Wood, Longstaff and Murphy. We had nothing to really... Got an itchy back, sweaty back as well after that walk. But I've got... this is going to be unedited as well. Just going to get it up because you can enjoy that. Why am I going to overlay pictures of players when you've got that in the background? You look like a green screen. It's not even real. People walking past. It is though. But Ramos, he's one of them options that... Newcastle's starting 11 yesterday was brilliant, I thought. Byrne, Botman, Shaw, Pope and goal, obviously outstanding. The midfield looked great on paper, but it didn't perform yesterday. Then the front three, the same can be said for that. Apart from maybe Almiron, if you chuck another winger in there with Maxey and Wilson, it's threatening, it's dangerous. But at the minute, the options off the bench, if one of those players gets injured or we need to change things up, there seems to be a lack of a plan B for me from Newcastle, because they haven't got one. There's no one on the bench where you think, right, we'll bring him on with 10 minutes to go, he'll get us a goal, he'll do this, he'll do that. We're lacking that massively, so hopefully Ramos could be that player who could run in between the lanes, make things happen. Bit of a spark as well, isn't it? Always bringing in the youngsters. They're always fearless, they've got nothing to lose. So you love to see that. So Ramos, I think that one probably is looking very likely that it could happen in the next week or so. Benfica are happy to take the 25 million. Ramos is excited by the move to Tyneside. And showing this video, it wouldn't be. He'd be good next week when the weather gets back normal and it's pissing down. But for now, if he was here, get him in now before it turns to shit. But his back is really itchy. But I probably got stung on the way here. Hopefully not. But Ramos is one of them. And the other name that obviously everyone wants to see is Lucas Paqueta. Now, Paqueta, who's been linked for so long, the midfielder from Lyon. Similar situation where Lyon are happy to sell. Lyon want the money. They take the 33 to 40 million that's going to be required to get Lucas Paqueta. He wants to move. He handed in a transfer request last month. I'm surprised he's still there. I really don't get why. Man United, after watching Man United yesterday, McTominay and Mick Shite, why don't they get Paqueta in? Arsenal get Paqueta. Hopefully they don't, and hopefully we get Paqueta. Do you know what I mean? I would love to see Paqueta here. We all would. Bruno's mate. He's meant to be actually better than Bruno's, what they say in France. There's people at Lyon and then the people in Brazil who say the same, where obviously Paqueta starts every time from Brazil. His value's going to rocket after the World Cup this winter. If we got Paqueta in now, it would be unbelievable. But I kind of understand if we didn't, because watching yesterday, although like I said the midfield didn't turn up, the priority's got to be a winger and a striker. It's got to be in that forward area. It's got to be both for me. It's got to be more creativity. So Paqueta could bring that. He has got an eye for goal. He does get box to box. So yeah, we'll wait and see. But Paqueta, loads of people in the watch along yesterday asking what we're saying Paqueta next week. I'd be surprised if it happened next week, but I wouldn't be surprised now if it happened before the summer transfer window closes, because of the injury to John Joe Shelby. So we'll wait and see what Eddie Howe is saying. They're trying. He's hopeful something's going to happen next week, and he's waiting to see if things can develop, with obviously Dan Ashworth be working hard behind the scenes, you'd hope, and trying to bring in another player to Newcastle United. One or two's got to come in the next couple of weeks before this window closes. It's been a good start for Newcastle, unbeaten 2 games, 2 clean sheets, 4 points. Happy days, it took until the end of October to get 4 points last season. So it's a big improvement. We've got a big game here next week at St James Park against Man City on Sunday, this time in a week. So hopefully we'll see a new face in black and white next weekend. Wait and see. Let us know in the comments what you make of Eddie Howe's comments on the transfer window. Are you confident we will sign another player or 2 or 3 or how many, if any, this window, and who would it be if it was your choice? Cheers for watching, everyone. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.